lower spine, take an inhale, and on your exhale, curl up and wake up this spine. Good morning. Good morning. Here's our sunshine for the muscles, sunshine for the body, the mind, the spirit, the breath. We're going to be, as people come in, we're waking up our back with some good old bridges, an exercise you can do every day, and really go through the areas that are tight on you. So lower back, if that feels like it needs attention, just slow that down. And people are coming in. Hi, everybody. And then we'll hold it up there when you're ready for 10. So now we're just holding it for 10 as you come in. We're doing bridges with our heels underneath our sit bones. We have soft neck, soft jaw. We'll take another inhale and then lower the spine down. And then we'll take our feet onto an imaginary table and the hands behind our head. Start with a rotational crisscross abdominals. Now, as you extend one leg, one knee's coming in towards your opposite elbow, and the opposite elbow's coming in towards that knee. So your belly pulls in here. If you glance at it as you transition from side to side, it should be pulling in. Pull the toes back. Let's stretch out those toes and continue doing crisscross. 5 more, 4 more, 3 more. Hello, abdominals, 2. And then 1, and then rest your head. Let your spine come up and bridge, and then we'll take the right leg up and do a little leg pull series. So wake up your hamstring, wake up your ankle, and feel like you're getting some blood flow in that hamstring, in that ankle, calf. Breathe in. And we're going to be taking 10 on the other side. So the foot that's in the air is now on the floor, and you're going to switch the legs. Now you're doing 10, and you can feel that ankle needs some awakening. It might feel tight at first or stiff. And we're waking it up, waking up the hamstring, the glutes. 3, 2, 1. Now let that left foot down on the floor and then lower your spine. And in the same vein, right leg up, left leg hovers. Now you can switch with a little scissor or modified, or you can come up and your shoulder blades are off the mat. But we have awakened the hamstrings a bit. A couple of modifications to speak of are hands behind the head if you want that for your neck. Now we're going to add the toe pull back. Another modification is just leave the head down and do smaller scissors. All right, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let your feet down, curl your spine up. This time take your right ankle to your left thigh, and it's like you have a figure 4 stretch. We're going to go up and down while you wake up that right hip in a stretch, and you do single bridges. So you can see we're mixing up the hip extension exercises with the hip flexion exercises, abs, glutes, and then that right ankle on the thigh kind of opens up that hip. Take that right foot down and put the left ankle on the right thigh. Open up that knee away from your torso. Go up and down. I also like to pull the pinky toe back or the toes back on that left foot. Just a little extra safety on that knee that's in the air. Inhale. And then exhale, we're going to let that foot down, and then for a moment hug your legs in. Now I'm adding a little rock because that feels good to me, if you'd like to add that on. And I'm going to show you double leg stretch. So at this modified level, you can lift your arms and lift your legs and then hug your shins. If you want it a little harder, stretch your arms and legs away from each other and then hug your shins. If you would like to come up in your shoulder blades, that's the classic double leg stretch. Now keep it up. I'm just going to talk about modifications if you need it. You could put your hands behind your head if you would like to modify for your neck. And another modification is just to keep the head down and let the legs and the arms go up and down. All right, so take 3 more. Belly in, 2, belly in, 1, belly in, head down. Now we're going to take our legs up. Put your hands on the floor as if you are framing your hips. Begin circling your legs and circling your legs the other way. So I'm starting with a corkscrew variation, one where the hips stay down, the legs glue together. The bigger the circle, so the lower you go, the wider you go, the more it takes your abs to hold the ribs down. And you're trying to keep your ribs down. Now, you can lift up the hips, pelvic tilt, and then circle, pelvic tilt, and then circle. Classically, your legs go over, and if you are up for that, go for that. But you just have to keep on these shoulders and not the neck if you're doing that harder variation. One more each way, guys. Inhale. And then hold the happy baby stretch. So one hand to each foot. The knees are on either side of the ribs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, we're going to take a little baby pair of scissors at the top, and we're going to put our hands behind our head. You may be here, or you may add a little rotation in the air. Your upper body rotates, and your legs do scissors. So we're putting 2 moves together. The crisscross of the upper body, the rotation with flexion for the abs and obliques, and the leg lengthening scissors lower half. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, head down, hands to the feet, knees wide. Take a little rock right and left if you would like. And then we're going to let the hands be beside the hips. Lift up the legs. Now lower them as a unit just a bit and then bring them back. Let's add a flex foot and a point foot. Flex. Now, right now you can soften the knees to lighten the hamstring or nerve pull. If you would like, go lower in the legs. Now, the harder is to take your hands on the head, behind, lift up, and then do the leg lower 8 times. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, take a full body stretch for a moment. Breathe in, shift through your arms, shift through your legs. Inhale. And then we're going to bring the hands beside our hips, slide the legs up, and take the legs vertical. Now, while they're vertical, you're going to make a little heel beat, one past the other, as if you're in a Pilates ring, and you're making a tight little ballerina heel beat. Now, you can lower them a little bit towards the floor, and if you'd like, take your hands behind the head and add 10 more. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let your feet down, take your hands beside your hips, curl your spine up, hold the counter bridge. So you're opening up your hips, you're strengthening your glute and hamstring. Those of you that would like to add a little pulse, you can take 10 2-inch pulses here at the top, range of motion. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then lower your spine. And then walk your feet a little bit further away from you. I'm going to show a modified ab crunch. So come up, pull your belly in, low down, come up, pull your belly in, come down. One more. And then if you'd like to add on, lift up a leg, arms up, and then climb up tree. So if you want to stay low, stay low. If you need a move that's different altogether, you could do some bridging. Up, good. There you go. That's it. 2. Let's try 5 on each side. Good. Up. And then the other foot. Now your foot that's down on the floor, it's a little further away than a bridge would be. So I'd say it's at least a foot away, depending on your body. 3. Good. 4. And those of you that would like to hover both knees, inhale and come up to teaser. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Perfect place for a sip. Good job, guys. What a good job. Take a moment. How do your abs feel? Hello, Thursday. Okay, let's do a little back work, guys. We'll come back to, this is gonna feel great because we're stretching our abs out as we do the back. So your legs are long, and at first, place your forearms on the mat, and you'll feel like your abs are getting a stretch, which is really nice because we just worked them. You have a little ab lift. Now, if you would like, add your hands pushing into the floor and come up higher. 10. Nice. Lower down. Let's do that 2 more times. Either your Sphinx, or you can go up higher and hold with your hands. 10. And relax. All right, we're going to do 1 more of those extensions. Get ready. Either your Sphinx or you're pressing with your hands. 10. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and gorgeous, guys. Now we have our hands low. This is going to be a lift of your torso. Your hands will lift, and your toes will lift, your knees will lift. So you're hovering. Go up and down naturally with your breathing. Good. But in general, you're staying up. Good. 5. Relax, and then this time the hands, if they'll interlace, you can do that. Keep the shoulders open and lift up. If that doesn't work for you to interlace and keep the shoulders open, put the hands back to the prior position. You want to keep the shoulders open. 10 counts here. Build that endurance of those posture muscles. That's what they're doing. They're keeping us upright all day. And relax here. Good. Now we're going to do a little set for the rear deltoid. So let your hands go, and they're beside your hips at this moment, and the hand palm is facing the floor. Lift up your back in a gentle extension. And when you're ready, you can even lift your toes for extra. Your arms are going to lift higher than the rest of the body 10 times in this I position, this low position. Now we're going to take a T position. So open your arms like the letter T, kind of 90 degrees to your sides. You're still up, but you're going to lift the arms a bit higher than your back. 10 times. Feel your rear deltoids. Feel a little bit of scapular retraction, rhomboids, but no tension, no pain. All right, rest for a minute. The next one is the Y. So find a way that feels good on your neck, but your arms are higher. Here we go. The torso's up. The arms are up, but then the arms are going to go 10 times, 10 repetitions higher than our back. Okay, child's pose. So that was for strong rear shoulder, which is a compliment to our front arms, because the arms in front are almost always working more than the back. So now we've got rear shoulder strength to boot. We're going to take, let's take a sip, and then let's take a stretch. This is also for posture. This couple of tricks for posture. You're opening the front body and you're strengthening the back body in general terms. So now we do the stretch for the front body as part of the formula. Fingers back, fingers back. Now the elbows are soft, especially if you know you tend to hyperextend or your elbows lock backwards. So soften those elbows like you've made homemade marshmallows with marshmallow root. Soften the elbows and lift your heart. Now your upper back is getting the inhale, your chest is getting the inhale. And you're telling your body and your fascia, this is my normal. I'm normally upright and open. and then let that go. Now, before we do the next one, we're going to take a little hand stretch. So especially if you work with your hands out in the garden, your hobbies, your sports, whatever it is, you're going to just like this for in general. Massage those joints like you're putting lotion on the inside of your joints. Now we're going to do a reverse table. This strengthens the back body and it opens the front body. So the feet are on the floor. You could lift up like this, but if you would like an extra bonus, you can put your legs long and hold. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give it an extra lift. 2, 1. Lower. Now we're going to take one forearm stretch. Fingers forward, pull the fingers down. Notice the shoulder blades are down the back. Hand forward, pull the fingers down. Good. All right. Now we're going to take a sip, head down on our back, do it a little bit more for that core. I've got enough room, we've got enough room behind us that we won't hit anything. So try to take a 10 count down. 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and once you're there, lift up your legs and take a bicycle ride. And you're going to circle your legs. Okay, now if you care to add on, circle them further away from you. And if you care to add on, bicycle up. One way is hands low. Hands on your chest is a little harder. Hands like triangles beside your head's a little harder. 2 more. 1 more. All right, so hug those legs in just for a moment. Now we're going to take a longer bridge. So you know how bridge is here. If you can, go a little bit longer and lift up your hips. So I'm going to move my hands so you can see. Lift up your hips so you have a longer knee bridge. So just do 5 more of those for 10 total. So you're feeling your hamstrings a little differently. Longer knee bridge. Now, the possibility is that you put 2 things together. You can put your arms overhead, lift up your hips, and then you can come up. You can go down, lift up your hips, and then come up. If that's too hard, pick the part that you like, maybe the long-legged bridge. Lift the hips, come up. Good. Back body, front body, back body. Just an efficient front back exercise. 1 more. Great job. And then you'll lie back down, full body stretch. Really good. Now this is a slower motion. Inhale, and then you're going to exhale. Peel, this is the roll up. You're going to peel up, go over. Gentle stretch here. Roll down. Inhale. Good. And we're going to shoot for 3 of these. Exhale. Peel. Reach. Good. I'm going to move my mic. You guys keep going. Now, there is another one that you can add on. Arms frame the ears. Now, this is a harder variation. If, when you try to come up, you cannot take the arms framing your ears, you can move the arms forward for that little bit. But if you can, your arms frame the ears for 3 total reps, or as much as you can. 2, 3. You're doing great. We're going to do one more thing probably. In other words, I'm going to offer it. You can take what you need. Fingertips beside your head. You're going to come up like you did before, the best you can, over your legs, and then you're going to stack your spine. So now I'm going to try to hinge, 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 and then roll. All right, here we go. Inhale, tuck, up and over, lift your spine, hinge, flexion. Good. We have one more. Come up and over, lift up, flexion. roll. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so when you're ready, take your right ankle to your left thigh and take a little hip opener as a reward. So we're gonna do a hip opener. We're still gonna be working on our back a little bit. I just want our body fresh. You might move the ankles, spread the toes. Oh, I like that addition, Shireen. The lifting up the leg is nice to add the back hamstring, yeah. And then you can take the other one, ankle to thigh. And if you want to lengthen that leg, if you want to rock, if you want to move your ankles, just have fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Now we're going to do a partner drill and pretend I'm on the other side of you, facing you. The legs are up. Now you're going to lower your legs slightly to the left as if I'm beside you, lowering my legs to the right of you. Then come up. Now you're going to lower your legs diagonally right. And we can't hit each other's legs, so we have to go enough left or right to avoid the width of someone's legs. Now, the harder variation, touch the floor with your heels, come up. Now we just switch sides. We're doing a partner drill, getting stronger together. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3. I should have started counting earlier. We're doing a lot, I know. 2, 1. Okay, now hug those legs in. You're doing great. Hug them, hug them, hug them. And the next one is pelvic lift. So it's kind of like that corkscrew we did earlier, but it's just the lift. So I'll show you in varieties, hands beside, and then you lift up your hips a little. So this is a pelvic lift, posterior tilt. Your abs do this. If you're not sure, put your hands there between your pubic bone and your belly button, and you should feel the abs. If that's going okay, you can lift a little higher. If that's going okay, I'm going to move some more in the screen. You can lift a lot higher. Take 10 of your choosing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're going to take a little stretch. Feet wide, drop the inner knee, pick up the left ankle, rest it on top, arms up. You guys are doing great. Breathe in. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. And then we're going to do the other side, feet wide, drop that inner knee, pick up that other ankle. All right, now I'm gonna have us come up for a moment, hands on the thighs, and pop over to your back. Actually grab a sit first. We're gonna do a little bit more. It's kind of like a mix of Pilates plus some of the plyo, plus some of the functional fitness that we do. So it's a blend. You're gonna make sure your mic's out of the way, get belly down. Now this is, everything goes up. We're warmed up in the back. So you're on the ground. I'm gonna offer the arms up like a Y because it's a harder position. If you need to modify, go low, but everything comes up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and notice there's no neck tension. 5, you're strong, but you're not stressed out anywhere. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, terrific. Now, windshield wipe as a release. This next one is a posterior oblique chain exercise, which is what we do mostly in life when we're walking or ambulating or running. So fingertips beside your temples. Lift up your left shoulder, rib cage side, and lift up your right leg. Now lower to normal. Lift up your right shoulder blade, rib, and then your left leg. So you're opposite. Left arm, right leg, right upper torso quadrant to left leg. So left side, right leg, right torso, left leg. So you're at your own pace. Now, try to notice, is one side easier to extend and rotate? Try to match it. So it's a little harder for me to lift the right shoulder up. I have to think about it. Now, what are your legs doing? Do your legs lift evenly? Or is one leg harder to lift high? Get ready, child pose, push back, and I'm going to add a bent in the elbows posture here. Pat yourself on the back. And let's grab a sip. We're going to still be belly down, but I'm just going to break it up with some good coffee. Belly down. Now, we're going to do a bow pose. Your option also is to do one bow, one foot, and then do it other side. So one hand to one foot, the other hand, bow pose. Here we come. Inhale up. All right. Good. Woo! On the arc. Awesome. If you have an arc at home, that's a great challenge. 5, 4, 3, 2. Relax for a moment and either grab your other foot if you did a one-legged, or do the same 2 hands, 2 feet, or do whatever variation you're doing of extension. Here we go. And then relax for a moment, guys. We'll windshield wipe for a moment. This is going to be a rocking swan. So the upper body, lower half. So inhale, lift, and then you can add your hands, pushing you up. And then you exhale, lower, and then your legs come up. And then you lower your legs, and then your torso comes up, and you push your hands. And then you lower your torso, and then you lift your legs. And then you lift your torso, so you're opposite and legs. Upper body, lower body. Now, if you would like, when you're up in the upper body, you can let go once or a few times, have to get away from the wall. And really good. Now relax for just a moment. Let's sneak in some breaststroke while we're here. And good, Michelle, relax anytime you need to with the child pose. Now the arms are huge. The scapula are moving. And you're going to flutter kick your legs. Go into a circle. Lift up. Scapula are moving on the back. Nobody's got time for rigid scapula. So we're moving those scapula. Up. 3, 2, and then a child's pose or a down dog. But if you're doing that down dog challenge, just push yourself up like a plank and go up. Good, Shireen, way to go back. You got it. 5, doesn't that calf stretch feel good after all those pointed extensions? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're doing great, guys. Grab a sip. We're going to throw in a little plyo Pilates. Cole, you might like your arc on this. And what you're going to do, I'm going to show a few variations. So your hands could be your plank or your forearms. I tell you your forearms in case your wrists are super sensitive. But every now and then, you know, I like to sprinkle in wristy things because we got to keep them strong in case we were to fall, right? So right knee under, left knee under, right knee under, left knee under. While we're here, I'll just show you on my forearms. I can lift my hips a little bit to make room. If you would like, you're going to do what's called treadmill. You're going to switch places with your legs and keep that elasticity in your body. Here we go. Speed it up so it's like a run. It's a cardio. 20, 5, 10, 15, and 20, and then come back. So, did you feel that springiness we're trying to keep for your body? Now we're here, and we're gonna practice being on the floor. So here's shins. If you can't do it, exactly, go to your high shin. If you're feeling good, I'm gonna turn so you can see what I'm doing with my feet. Pull my toes under. Now flat, if you can, and stand. And then lower, I'm gonna tilt my screen up. I realize my head's out of the screen. Okay, so down. You listen to your body, and shins, feet. Okay, now it's just too tempting. Go back if you can. Isn't that nice, yummy? And then forward, toes, flat, up, down, shins, flat. You could go all the way back, come up. All right, now we're gonna change up how we get down and up. So this time I'm gonna have right foot forward, left foot back. Lower, wrap, come down, booty on the ground. Right foot forward, up. Now, left foot forward, right foot back, lower, shin, sit, left foot, good. And then stand like you have a baby goat in your hand and you don't want to drop it. And then you go up and down. Good. Look at Polly go. Look at everybody go. All right. And you know which one we're going to do next? All right. We're going to do crisscross applesauce. So the right ankle and then the right ankle and then the left ankle. Have a seat. Notice I'm not throwing my hands forward. Have a seat. Or stand up. All right. I'm taking off my socks for these because I have my correct toes on. We're going to do a little pliancy on the upper body. You're doing great. First move is just calf raises. I feel like calf raises are a very safe comeback move if you need anything in these next series. Calf raises should be really good, especially if you're working on all metatarsals have equal weight. Heels are in other words, you're not letting your ankle kick out. Your second toe might even feel like it has a little bit more weight. Notice that from the side, I've still got ab tone, my knees are long. Some people do a thing where they do this to do a calf raise and they leak out their knee. Make sure you're not doing that. I don't see it, but I need to, make sure you want to know that you're not doing that. Everyone looks good. Okay. So in other words, you should grow height. You should be getting taller when you do it. If you're leaking out your knee, you won't get higher. It'll feel like your heels are lifting. So now that we've got that all, you can do a jump rope. You feel the pliancy? Tighten your ponytail because we're going places. Okay, so there it is. Now you can add on 6 bigger jumps if that's up to you, but you're going to explode out and you're going to land like a mountain lion or gazelle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's for pliancy. I'm going to mix it up. Have a seat, Utkatasana. Now both legs are 50%. You could go lower, so I'll show you from the side. Good. All right, are you ready? Duck walk it. What? What? Okay, so I've got a little bit of an oval. So I'm going to say 4 ovals one way. Now, can you do 4 ovals the other way? And if you can't, just make it straight lines. I've got kind of a broad mat, but stay low. Stay low. Feel your quads. Feel your ankles. I think we've got one more. Meet me back in the center. How you doing? On fire. Good job. Okay, go back to calf raises. This is my universal symbol of use this time to practice recovery heart rate. In other words, long, full breathing in the nose, out the nose. You know your heart rate's up. You're doing biofeedback like the monks on the cold mountain to get the heart rate down. Okay, that's your backup move. Jump rope is your second backup move. And then if that's going okay and you want more, get that ponytail tight. We're going for the star. So in the star, you open up abduction, land neutral. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice job. Really good job. All right. Take a seat. Utkatasana 5 times. 1. I'm even in both feet. 2. I'm going to where I can go low. I'm not cheating. 3. In fact, 4. You're listening to your body. 5. Okay, now that was all good because that's our layer for this next one. I'm going to have you, it's available to you to hold on. One foot's going to be doing the squat. You could do baby ones. You could go all the way down, and if you do, you are going to tilt forward. So I just touched my left knee to the floor. You're not going to make yourself stay upright in this. You do have to tilt. 2. You go to your self-prescribed range of motion. 3. And I'm barely touching the wall, or I'm touching it more depending on what I need. So it's up to you. 5. I tend to like more than a foam roller for this one. You know, something actually sturdy. 6. But your knee tracks with your second toe. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. 10. Now the other side, touching something solid. I really like something solid. Yeah, your counter. Down. Now you will tilt forward on this. You're not going to make sure you stay upright. You have to if you're doing a certain low range of motion. Maybe your knee touches the floor. Maybe you just feel what a good range of motion is. Maybe you put a yoga block down and you touch that. Uh-oh, who'd I lose? Oh, it was Cole, yeah. 7, 8, extension all the way. Let's do one more. One more. Nice job. How'd it go? Woo! All right, grab a sip. We're going to do a little pliancy for the hands. Wall push-ups. Before we do it, just take about 10 push-ups any way you want. So one way could be here. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's toes. All right, 10 normal push-ups. Okay, now the next one, you're doing good, is going to be with a springiness. So if you're on the wall, you push away. You know, I'm off so I could even clap, right? So I'm pushing away. Now, that may be what you want to do. That's probably what 80% of us are going to do. You could come to all fours. You push, you get up, kneel. You land like you did when you were jumping. So your hands have a springiness. So I'm going to demonstrate 5 this way, and then you may decide you want to come here into a longer one and push. 5 more. That a girl. Yeah, you won't go all the way up on this. That's 3, 2, 1. And then take a breather. Sit or stand any way you want. And I'm going to show this as a backup move, but you could do cow face. How are you guys doing? Good. And then try the other one, cow face or interlaced. Now, if you can, prayer pose behind you. If you cannot do prayer pose in front. And then Karen, just see, it might be my perspective, just notice if you have 4 corners of alignment on both feet, mound to the big toe, pinky mound. The left one looks like it's kind of deviating over there in supination. I don't know if that's your knee that's bothering you, but we can text later. but just sort of notice, are you on four corners? It could be my view, so we'll check in later. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hot dog, grab a sip. You guys are doing great. This is a tricep one, so if you were having, like Polly, if you're having trouble with your shoulder, you might do a push-up that's on the wall. But if you guys are good with it, put your hands here. And I love triceps because they're what catch you if you do fall. So you go up, now you bend and you straighten. Now we're going to add on, but just try this. That's another good one, Karen, that kind of all fours push up. That a girl, Polly? Okay, now if you've done 5, then your left leg could go long and you do 5 that way. And if you're in a push up, Polly, you might lift up a leg for 5 and then lift up the other leg for 5 and make your core keep you balanced. So it works either way. Make your core, wherever you are, keep you balanced even though you have one. That's great, Michelle. Love that. I forgot about that from the other day. And then relax here when you're ready. That went really well. Take a little massagey here. I like how, yeah, Karen, excellent. I've never tried that, but if you lift a limb, your body would tilt. Your core keeps you balanced. Love that. I haven't done it. I'll try it later. Okay, now we're going to do a balance pose. 2 fingers, big toe, lift up, open up. So I'm going to just add on little cues. Shoulder blades down, knees lengthen maybe. Maybe you go in and out 3 times for balance. And then legs forward. And then bonus, let go and hold. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Nice job. And let's have some fun. Make sure that you are plenty of mat behind you. I'm sitting crisscross applesauce. Take this what you can. You might fold forward for a moment. You might come up, hold on to your toes, and you go back to your scapula and you switch it. And then this is called the seal. And then you go forward, you hold on to your toes, come back, switch your legs, come forward, exhale. Hold on to your toes, inhale, switch your ankles, go forward. Let's do 2 more times. The seal, inhale, and exhale. How'd that go? Super fun, right? Okay, great. This one's called Around the World. You're gonna do, if you need a backup plan, roll up or bridge is good, but you're gonna try to make, it usually takes 9. You're in a little circle and you go up and then you move a little. So it's like you're going around a clock. It's not perfectly 12 numbers like a clock. And there we are. How'd that go? Karen, you read my mind? I'm going to show a little hurdler stretch. So one leg, it's like a hurdler. It's one leg 90 degree, one leg out. Now lean forward for a little bit. We're going to touch base. Okay, so see if that feels may. We're going to touch base. Everyone looks good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then touch base with the other one. So these are our layers. So now what I've done is, so I went from here, I just went to here. Switched one knee. Yeah, you could do it without your hands is I guess what I'm saying. All right, touching base for 10. Now, I'm going to go back to my original side. You're welcome just to stretch that way. Or if you want to try something different, you go back, you switch your legs, and then you go forward. I do need to tilt it, don't I? So you're going to go back, kind of like that seal, and forward. Go back, and forward. Good. Go back and forward. Good. So you're using your abs and forward. Awesome job. Really good. I love it. All right, we're going to take a sip before we go down. I lied. Let's do one stand-up drill so we do a practice standing. So get up any way you want to, and we're going to do a one-legged balance. Just because it's so important for preventing falls. I like what we did, but we're going to take a tree pose for 10. This is a static balance. So you get to choose your arms. So if you want to be here, if you want to be here, if you want to be here again, I love shoulder stretches, hold 10. It's just so important to know how to one-legged balance and to be familiar with it. You feel your ankles, see how the knees, like feel how the little muscles are working in your favor. Yeah. There you go. All right, Karen, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go, Jean, 8, 9, and lower your hands. That's a little dynamic balance. Lower it. Now lift and spread your toes. Take the other one. And you could do any arms you want here. We are just making sure that we touch this one-legged balance today. Mm-hmm. 5, 4, good. 3. There you go. 2, way to stick with it. And then hands together and then lower. All right, so while you're here, I'm gonna go back to one little move I wanted to do earlier. So you can do calf raises. Now you could do 5 single calf raises. I'm layering it, so take what you want from this buffet of movements. 5 other foot calf raises. Yeah. Now, if you want, I think, Jean, you already know what I'm gonna do. It's kind of like your jumping rope, but like this little pedaling, right knee bends, left knee bends. So each foot has a little bit more attention. And if you want more, right foot travels 10 times all by itself. Spring it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right foot still travels all by itself 10 times. 1, 2, keep it springy. Okay, now left foot travels all by itself. That a girl, 1, 2, 3. Feel any different? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left foot travels all by itself, keeping it springy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now a hopscotch, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And then Karen, if you want a backup move, this could be another, and you dictate how low you go, but it's programming too, right? So single, double, single, double, single, double, single, double, single, double, single, double. I have to turn around. Single, double, single, double, single, double, single, double, single, double, single, double. Nice. Now this is 2 in, 2 out. Same backup plan, Karen. So 2 in, 2 out. And then the other way. We're doing 4 traverses. But this is going to be good springiness, elasticity. And then one more the other way. Nice. Go down any way you want to. So I'm going to go down squat. I'm going to have a seat. And then we're going to do some stretching. Cheers, guys. You did great. Sit any way you want. What's comfortable for you? Go up and over. Breathe. Good chance to practice recovery heart rate. Biofeedback. Long, full breathing. Have fun with it. How quickly and efficiently can I get my heart rate back down? Can I get my breathing back to normal? Can I induce a state of calm after my heart rate's been up? Arms up and turn. You guys are doing great. up and over, anyhow you want it. So one example could be here, good, Polly, that's good, here or here, whatever you need. And we'll have fun with this rotation. Yeah, wiggle, rotation up. Go up and over. And now, fit your hand how you need it, same side or opposite. Move the wrist how you need the attention. Rotate down. Okay, I can feel I need that one. Rotate up. Isn't that nice? I should have said rotate towards the sky, Jean. Yeah, good. Nice. And then inhale up. We're going to do the rack again because it's so powerful. Any way you want to sit. A lot of times I like to sit with my legs out because this long lever of the arms behind us might need a little bit of counterposing. So if you think of yourself like a seesaw, you need some weight on the other side. This is a great opportunity to spread out those toes. So I have an image of a big fan. Maybe that helps, or that you have space between your toes, or big gorilla feet. Whatever image helps you, spread out those toes as wide as you can. Big toe from second toe especially, pinky toe from fourth toe especially. Good. And then just for a moment, speaking of toes, see if you can see me pretty good. I'm going to just try to keep my four corners down, lift and spread my toes. Have you ever seen anyone drum their fingers on a table? Do that with your toes. So pinky, now the fourth, third, second, big. Lift them all up, pinky, down to big. Lift them all up. Yeah, you can do them that way too, Polly. I'm just kind of showing. Lift. That's going to help your arches. Good. I love it. And spread them. Great job. Okay, we'll just give them a shake out before we go down. Hot dog. Inhale. On your exhale, go down. Now we're going to take right ankle to left thigh, and if you love this stretch, just stay here. If you care to add on a teapot, roll over, open up that knee, and open up that right arm. So you choose. Hope that one's getting you well, Michelle. I know that's a good one for you. I like it when you guys tell me later like what really works, or what, you know, what, if you ever need any clarification, of course, but if you say, hey, this really got me good, or clarity on this, just let me know. It's so important to get all of your, get everything you can out of the movement so you know what you're supposed to be feeling. Now your ankle to thigh, and reach your hands through. Now that could be your stretch, or roll over and then take your knee away from you. Take that other arm open. Feel your obliques, feel your hip. Feel that left shoulder. Oh, that's a great one. Good. Shreen, 10. Five, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale, come up. Now we're going to go legs on the wall, but if you want to have a block underneath your hips, this is a great chance to get it. Or if you want to have a foam roller under your hips, you can do that too. You're just taking a restful position that's good for you. I'm going to add on an inner thigh stretch that looks like the letter V, if you care to add on. Now let everything go. There's nothing to figure out. There's nothing to rehash. You're going to tap into the power of clear-mindedness, clearing your mind. You can imagine you're blowing the smoke away, or you're erasing a chalkboard. fresh new air coming in, a fresh new breeze coming in your body, coming in your mind, coming in your spirit. Blue skies. And then when you're ready, you can slowly start coming up. And you're going to come to a seated position that's really easy for you to hold. Sometimes it's called Sukhasana, easy, so that you can just concentrate on your breathing, on that feeling of wellness, that feeling of prana or life force, that feeling of all is well, that all of these ideas are going to be coming to me. All of these appreciations are going to be coming my way today, and I'm going to be like a child looking at this world with all the miracle energy that it has, soaking it in with all of my senses as deeply as I can, like a puppy dog. So just notice how that receptive feeling is. You're setting the tone for the rest of your day, and anytime we need to come back to this, we can come to a highlighted state of appreciation and looking for all the miracles, creative answers coming our way with so much appreciation. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. So fun. Have a great